SFAT didn't look too happy. One thing that's going to be interesting to see across the course of this set is Ty and Violence play a lot. So Ty is very well versed at edge guarding not only Samus but Violence in particular. Because you know when you play with somebody a long time you learn their habits.
Yep. On the flip side, I think that Ty is, he's a very patient player. He really doesn't like to go in until he has an opening. And in doubles, someone who's familiar with how he plays, they're often very good at walling him out. Just because they know what he's not going to go in on. Samus, especially being the defensive character she is, I would imagine that what they want to set up here is a sort of double team on SFAT, where Violence is kind of sticking things out there occasionally to keep Ty at bay. As we saw with the last game, Marth has a really hard time going across the stage with impunity. He has a hard time crossing people up. He has a hard time approaching. He kind of just has to hold his space and lean on you a little bit. And then the more he leans on you, the fewer options you have, and maybe that'll give his teammate something to work with. But in terms of actually moving him from one part of the stage to another, if you've got two characters you've got to get through to get to where you want to be, it's not going to happen. Yeah, to make his movement respectable, like you have to throw out a hitbox, and then they're not the quickest moves. Unlike Shine, so, like he's a very high committal character when he actually has his sword out. And it looks like that's exactly what's happening right now. Violence has him in the corner, and we've got HMW trying to deal with SFAT over here. Now, admittedly, that's not an easy thing to do. Oh, yeah, Ty going for that. Ty does love his team combos, and SFAT, PewFat kind of invented the Fox Marth team combo. So they're going to have some fun if they get a chance. But here we go again. We've got... Oh, I really like how HMW is using lasers there to wall SFAT out.
Yeah, like just isolating him to the left side.
It wasn't working too well when I was just fighting you there, so now I'm just going to shoot you. The Indiana Jones approach. Yeah, and when your opponent is so far away, they can't, like... Falco has no risk, essentially, when Violence is occupying Ty and, SFAT's literally in the left corner of the stage. I completely respect that forward smash by HMW, hit his partner, but his partner was holding a very high percent. SFAT, absolutely worth. Or holding, I think he was holding Ty. Ty probably should have just rolled up if he wanted SFAT to continue that edge guard. SFAT probably could have forced him to land on stage and then just up smashed while Marth was invincible and he wasn't going to hit him. All right, now we're seeing the opposite. Blue team solidly in control of the stage. And SFAT wasn't using lasers to wall out HomeMadeWaffles, but rather just like the threat of, like a short op bear. Yeah. Oh, Violence with the reversal down smash. That's going to be the stock. He doesn't refresh invincibility correctly. He should have had the KO on Ty there for free. Saves his teammate with the uppy there, so that was a nice touch. He's back on stage, but he probably wants to get off stage just so that he's safe. Uses his grapple. Let's see if blue team can capitalize on him being stuck up in the air. Nope, he gets down to the ground again. SFAT throwing out the up air just in case it catches Violence off the top. Yeah. I'm really liking the patience from SFAT. He's not, going for particularly aggressive, like running up smash, because it can certainly be tempting to finish off Violence's stock right now, him being at that kill percent. Oh, HomeMadeWaffles has an opening. HomeMadeWaffles starting to get off. Ty has to go in and break that up. Excellent spacing. Center stage by himself. Oh my goodness. Against two opponents. The target switch is just phenomenal from him right now. SFAT and Ty both don't know when he's going to go in. Down smash really works in green team's favor there. Still not able to save HMW, but at least it hit somebody. I am really impressed by HMW's spacing here. Like, he knows exactly what ranges blue team is going to respect, and he's just playing that tightrope walk between the two of them. Uh-oh. That's trouble, though. Oh, he gets the reverse forward air. Oh, it doesn't matter. Wow. That wasn't the flashiest of combos, but it was still ruthlessly effective.
Does the job. Yeah, so green team can definitely do this. Well, like that was absolutely still within the range of possibility for them to win on game 2. Looks like they're going to Dreamland to help Violence recovery.
Yeah.
Help Violence's recovery out. And also HomeMadeWaffles is going to have some, you know, like, excellent opportunities with his shine in the platform. Oh, ooh. No, that's a tragedy.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
That 12 seconds. That's rough. You got to shake yourself off from that one. Another great thing about this stage for Falco is that the top platform is most accessible to him more than any other character in the game. He's the one who can make best use of that for his own movements. He can go up there and come down with one of the strongest downward moves in the game. Covers himself really safely and just falls so fast it's hard to react to. So if he chooses to play that vertical spacing game like he was on FD, that top platform there can be a great resource for him in case he needs to double jump out of danger. Right now, though, he's getting brought all the way up by Ty. Combo ends, but SFAT is there to clean it up. So now 2 stocks ahead per player. SFAT tries for a crazy save. High percent, I mean, why not?
Yeah, when the stock's effectively gone anyways, you've got nothing to lose.
Yep.
And so green team like cleaned it up. They, you know, aside from those tragic 2 stocks in the beginning, they, you know, evened it out. They've still got that stock deficit to overcome, and
I thought, okay, HMW very narrowly avoids getting pineappled, but is only able to recover into the loving arms of SFAT. Ooh. Man, HMW is putting in so much work, but the Samus, she's stock tanking a little bit better than he is. She's not putting down the amount of damage that green team needs to keep up.
Yeah, Violence really needs to try to like just increase the amount of pressure he's putting on his opponents, but it seems like the blue team is just like really good at just exploiting Samus's weaknesses. Like, you know, she's slow on the ground, and he's probably just gonna get ruthlessly juggled right now. Excellent tech from Ty.
Yep. And he's been doing those for years. And now blue team just starts sparring with each other. Mission complete. 6 KOs for SFAT, 1 for Ty. Well, on that stage, I guess that's not really a surprise.
Yeah. Ty's really only got edge guards going for him. Are we going?
So they're going straight back to Dreamlands. They've thought it through thoroughly enough. They know that that's their best shot.
Crossing their fingers to not have a repeat of last game.
Right.
And already blue team is sort of swarming them.
Okay, HMW finally able to start getting in there. Violence able to provide just enough pressure for them to take center stage. They haven't capitalized on it though, and now Violence is in a tough spot.
Blue team solidly in control of the stage. Let's see if, HomeMadeWaffles almost picked up on that Violence.
I think it was an error there for blue team to try and 2v1 Violence. I think that shifting their focus to double teaming the Falco is the stronger choice. I mean, it ended up working in their favor. Violence lost the stock, but it wasn't for the sake of that decision.
Yeah, and another thing, like if we're going to be talking about target selection, like I'm sure blue team is aware that like HomeMadeWaffles has been playing like really, really well this set. So you know, not only is a Falco stock easier to take, it might be more valuable in this instance as well.
SFAT trying to set up a Gimp on Samus, gets hit with a laser on the way up and, well, gets the up smash anyway. See, a lot of these things that are going wrong for blue team, they're just covering up because there's not enough pressure.
All right, Ty, the only player left with all 4 of his stocks remaining.
Oh, that was a really nice combo there from green team. Doesn't knock him off stage, so he's still coming back from that, but it's nice when little things like that start clicking.
It was a bit unfortunate. One of the hits of the forward air from Violence and Samus made it so that HomeMadeWaffles forward smash on Ty missed. And so Ty is still holding on to those stocks.
Violence thinking that he can get the grapple out high enough and he can't. So now he's on last stock while Ty is still on his first and the other 2 players are on their second. Violence also not in a good position right now. HMW kind of looking like he's had to trade taking a stock from SFAT for... Oh, okay.
SD
we take those.
Ty.
We take those.
You are in the game singles. You only the game singles. Head over to the game singles.
Yep, he's not making it back from that.
All right, green team now officially on the ropes.
At 2.
Ooh, they both get hit at the same time, and that's going to make the edge guard really easy on HMW. So HMW taking this 2v1. 5 stocks to take to stay in the tournament.
Can't say it looks likely. Back air and another one.
Oh, I really like that option select. Rather than commit to one option, he covered the one and then was able to get this edge cancel off in time to cover the second.
Not bad.
Okay, they're just being silly at this point. That's Uppy actually might have been able to save him if it had popped in the right way, but eh. They had that in the bag.
Bit of a moot point. All right, and I've got the other game to play. So.
All right.
All right. Thanks for commentating.
It's been a pleasure.
I mean, I got a lot of floaties in this pool, so it's just a bad.
So that puts, let's see, we've got Axemeds waiting in winners finals. We're waiting on winners semis, which would be Plup and Westballs versus Duck and Silly Kyle. Then on the losers side, Tank and John Wick had to play Bladewise and Cyrox. I'm not sure if that is still going on. Winner of that plays Taj and VTS.